Hey, welcome, guys, to another Friday Live. This time we had to move the time up an hour just to accommodate some scheduling here, but here we are, and today we got Shelley Goldman from Achosa Home Warranty, and so we're going
Hello,
to
everyone.
we're going to ask Shelley some questions. Home warranties seem to be a big deal these days, and what I'm hoping to get out of this meeting today with Ms. Shelley is for people to have a great understanding of what a home warranty is, what the expectations are for home warranties, and for buyers and sellers, and even people that still have their house actually. And
hmm
so, with that being said, welcome, Shelley.
Well, thank you very much, Cedric. It's great to be on live with you, and thanks for having me.
Absolutely. And Shelley, this, for the viewers out there, give them a little
hmm
background on, how long you've been in this home warranty industry.
Yes, believe it or not, and I don't even know if you know this, Cedric, but this October, it will be 20 years that I've
Oh,
been
wow.
selling home warranties. Yeah, right? I started when I was 10.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Selling at a young age.
Right on.
Um, and so, can you give us a little bit of background on the company that you work for with Chose Home Warranty?
Absolutely. Achosa is I am one of the sales rep. I cover all of Minnesota, just to let you know that. And it was a company that was founded in 2018. And just to educate you, Achosa actually means the power to choose, which I can get into a little bit later when we start getting into it. But it's been a great company to work for and work with.
Absolutely. And so, Shelley, what we want to do today is I want to lay this out down to the most simplest form for people to understand. And most of these people that's watching this video is going to be either first-time home buyers or sellers that's potentially listing their property and they're looking for something like this. And so I got about 10 to 15 questions for you, if you don't mind, to ask about
Absolutely.
this to be able to provide some more clarity for those that just don't understand how home warranty works. And so let's start off with the buyers, since the buyers are probably going to be our
Sure.
biggest viewers. And so, the biggest question that people have is, what's the difference between homeowners insurance and a home warranty?
That's a great question. And first of all, it is a different, it's not the same. Homeowners insurance kind of in general, it covers things like fire, theft, mother nature issues, whereas a home warranty covers mechanicals and systems inside the home. And I
Right.
can go into a
So,
little bit more detail, but it's like people will say a home warranty does not cover, like, if you have a leak in your plumbing and it damages your carpeting. That's an example of a homeowner's insurance. We
mhm.
can fix for the plumbing problem, but not the damage to the carpeting.
Right, right. And so just to make some clarity here, um, if you having a a disaster at your house, that's you don't call a home warranty company, you call your homeowner's insurance company.
Exactly. Exactly.
Right. Perfect, perfect. And so, obviously we buying here in Minnesota. I'm quite sure this home warranty probably extends beyond Minnesota. Um, why would a buyer consider getting one? I mean, what would be the reason?
Absolutely. That's a great question. Um, the purpose of a home warranty is to help offset expensive home repairs for
Hmm.
items that stop working. Your furnace, your air conditioner, your appliances. It just gives you a peace of mind against the unexpected. No one can predict when something is going to stop working. So that's why you want to get a home warranty.
Right. And so, just a little deep dive a little bit on that. Let's just say,
Sure.
for one of the more common questions you get is, okay, what happens if something does break in a house and you call a home warranty company? What are the steps to getting that home warranty process activated?
Absolutely. And let me just preface by saying I can not only speak professionally, I can speak personally as I've made claims on home warranties. Um, when something does fail, what you need to do is call in a claim to the corporate office at Achosa. And Achosa means the power to choose. And what that means for your clients, the buyers and sellers, you get to choose your own vendor. Maybe it's a brother-in-law that works in HVAC or someone that does plumbing. You can choose that vendor to come into your house, and then we fix and or replace appliances and systems that break down.
Okay. And so, and I guess that'd be another question I have. So when you say you got the power to choose, I mean, doesn't all the home
Yes,
warranties,
choose your own
uh,
vendor.
doesn't all the other home warranties give you the power to choose, or they just have their own set people?
Exactly. Um, a lot of other traditional home warranty companies will not let you work with your brother-in-law because they provide their own vendors. And I got to be honest, when I was at a different company, I would get calls, hey, my client made a claim and it's been a week and no vendor's been assigned. And I don't want those headaches for your customers. So like I said, you call it in to make a claim and you find the vendor and they can come out the next day and they can fix or replace whatever's been not working.
And kind of what I'm hearing, Shelley, is that, since the CHOSA give you the power to choose, you can really speed up the process on getting the claim
Oh,
done.
yes,
Oh,
very,
okay,
very
because I know that
accurate.
sometimes, like even, if you have another home warranty company, they have their own staff, and what happens if it's over the holiday weekend or, something like that, and you got to wait for 3 or 4 days for you to be able to get seen. So that's actually pretty good.
Exactly. Yeah, it really does speed up the claims process. And, no one wants to have to wait.
So, uh, one of the bigger questions we get is the difference between uh, like having like I think CenterPoint Energy offers like Service
Yep.
Plus, and
Yep.
obviously people know that hey, we can go get Service Plus, or this new thing, home warranty thing. We don't have no idea, but we do know what Service Plus is, and obviously it's a difference between the two because you paying for something, but they're both are not they I guess that ideally they one do similar things, but the home warranty seems like it covers more things. Can you speak on that?
Absolutely. And that's a great question. I'm glad you asked it, Cedric. Center Plus, those plans are very good, yet they're different. They don't cover as much items. You're maybe paying
Hmm.
70, $80 a month for your furnace, your dishwasher, and maybe your washer dryer and your kitchen refrigerator, maybe 3, 4 items. And if something, they only fix, they don't always repair, and they don't cover as many items. A home warranty covers a list of, I don't have my brochure right in front of me, but we cover like 15 items. We cover another item is plumbing that we kind of talked about at the beginning. We cover plumbing, we cover electrical. We don't just fix, we also replace, and it helps offset those expensive repairs. So a home warranty can offer you coverage on your water softener, your appliances. Here's an acronym, rather be on the buy side or the sell side, that I like to always share with you and your clients is think of the word peach. That's what a home warranty covers. P stands for plumbing, E electrical, A appliances, C, cooling, H, heating. Think peach.
And so, um, with that being said, I mean, you pretty much talked about what does the home warranty typically covers, and obviously once
Yes,
these buyers buy a property, I'm assuming that the home warranty starts the day of the closing.
it does. It does.
Hmm.
But I want to educate you and your clients on something very important. The purpose of a home warranty is to, fix and replace appliances and systems that break down. And everything needs to be in proper working order at that time of closing. Let's just say you have a home inspection, which I highly recommend. And on that home
Hmm.
inspection, it says dishwasher's leaking. That's a known pre-existing condition. The home warranty cover company would not cover that. So, get the sellers to fix that and have it working properly.
Right. And so that, and I do want to highlight that what you just said, Shelley, because it makes so much easier if, these buyers get the home inspected because then they can show proof that, hey, we had a licensed contract or inspector, so to speak, go out there and look at the property. And if everything is in good
Exactly.
order, then we can show that to the home warranty company.
Yep,
Hmm. And
exactly. And
so,
especially if a claim is made, initially, we may ask the home warranty company may ask for a copy of the home inspection just to make sure that it was tested and that it works. Having that documentation will help you.
yeah, absolutely. And it's almost like a no-brainer at that point. Um, and so for the buyers
Exactly.
that's listening, Shelley, I mean,
Yes.
it's like almost all the time I want to get a first-time home buyer home warranty just because, one, they don't know a lot of people,
Yes.
they're just buying this house for the first time, and they just don't, they're getting their feet wet when it comes to this home warranty game. And so
Yeah.
when we switch over to the selling side of things, this is where the sellers can actually benefit. And I do have one story quick, and to add to this, is that if the sellers want to get a
Sure.
home warranty, this will help them cover their duration of time when they have their house listed. Can you speak a little bit about how the seller's warranty works?
I will, but can I go back to your buyers for one moment that I wanted to
Okay, go
share
ahead.
with you?
Sure.
You talked about your first. This is great. No, no, no. This is great news. At Achosa, if any of your buyers are first-time home buyers, I always
Hmm.
want to know that because the boss, the owner of the company, has said I can get $100 off any of our home warranty plans.
Oh, wow. Okay, so
So
for these buyers that's listening, they first house, you
yes,
get $100 off.
you get
Absolutely.
$100
That's
off just for we want you to have that peace of mind.
absolutely.
But yes, to talk about the seller's coverage. Once the house is on the market, Achosa
Okay.
can offer you complimentary seller's coverage. How
Hmm.
it works, it is limited coverage. Yet while your house is on the market, if something was to stop working, we do offer you coverage to fix and or replace items that do fail during that listing period. And how it benefits you is you have complimentary coverage. And then the best part about it is when you get a buyer, Cedric, you would let me know. I transfer the seller's coverage over to the buyer. The seller pays for it out of their closing costs. And then that buyer has a year of coverage. And
Oh,
where it
wow.
really comes in handy, yeah, exactly. And where it really comes in handy is, let's say, 2 months after closing, their microwave or whatever, their furnace, whatever the system is, stops working. They're not going to come after you, the seller, or the seller's agent. They're going to be able to make a home warranty claim, and it protects you against any liability after closing.
Yeah, so I mean, for sellers, it's
So
almost
you,
like a
as the seller,
no-brainer.
get exactly. And another point I like to also make is you are selling your home you can get protection on the house you're selling, and you can also get a buyer's home warranty for the house that you're buying as well.
And so, and I'm assuming that's part of the packaging too. When y'all guys have like the brochures, y'all can talk about that inside the brochures about the sellers being able to
Yes.
have that coverage.
Yep.
Perfect.
I have a PDF, that I can get to you electronically that you can send out to your buyers and sellers. Also, I have one just for sellers coverage. And I also have a PDF of our claims process, because it is a little different than the traditional home warranty company.
Hmm. Absolutely. And then, you know, the next question I have is, obviously when we go on the market and put a house on the market,
Mhm.
can you speak to how having a home warranty can help sellers sell the house for more money?
Absolutely. It's a huge benefit, because the the statistics have shown over the years that having a home warranty can help you not just financially, but you can market it by saying, in the MLS or however you market it, that the house includes a home warranty. And that buyer knows that there's been a history of seller's coverage while the house has been on the market. So that buyer has peace of mind that if something was to break, even before closing, they have that coverage.
And so I think the bottom line for the sellers that I'm hearing from you, Shelley, is that it basically give you a peace of mind on the sell side, because things do happen, and I have had situations where things happen where sellers had to come out of pocket to fix things while their house was listed, and that's not really a great conversation to be had.
Exactly.
And so, you definitely
Mm.
want to have
No,
some coverage to be able to, offset those things while you're still living in the house. And then once the house is sold, then you can then move it over to the buyer, to the future buyers.
ex- exactly. And yeah, and I always to like to educate you that the purpose of a home warranty, whether if you're selling or buying, or you currently own a home, is to help offset expensive home repairs. We fix and or replace, yet we're very transparent, and if there's any out of pocket expenses, we will let you know that as well.
Perfect. And
So there's
so
no
this,
surprises. Um, no, go ahead.
I'm sorry. And I was going to ask you, did you have anything else for the seller aspect of it, or that you can think of?
On the sell side, mm, I just think it's really great coverage to have. It is limited coverage. It's not like the full coverage for the buyer. It's up to $500 for appliances and 1,000 for HVAC, heating and cooling. Yet, if you don't have it, then you would have spent more money. So getting it while you're selling your house gives you that protection that you want, and reduces the post sale liability for that incoming buyer who just bought your house if something was to fail after closing.
Hmm. Absolutely. And so let's just move on to the current homeowners. So this is basically for the
Sure.
majority of the people out there.
Yes.
What are some of the biggest unexpected repair costs that homeowners face today that you see?
you know, Sadly, it's furnace and air conditioner, refrigerators, all of those expensive home repairs.
And so
And
Shelley, oh,
I
sorry.
can speak from, no, you go ahead, Cedric.
No, no, I was going to say I had a question for you, but there's a little slight delay, but you were saying that you can speak for something and I can ask my question after.
Okay. Yeah, I wanted to share with everyone about current homeowners. Is my older mom has a home warranty, and I'm on her home warranty order. And I can speak from personal experience of how a home warranty works. Of course, what happened about a month ago, 5 o'clock on a Saturday night, her furnace stopped working. And she called me, and I was able to call in a claim for her. We found a vendor. The next morning, the vendor came out. They gave the diagnosis. and I saw live how it worked at Achosa. The vendor and the homeowner call it in. They give the diagnosis. We do need the diagnosis, and the home warranty company agreed that the furnace needed to be replaced, especially due to the age of the house. And they came back the next business day and they replaced it, and it was covered under the home warranty and saved my mom a lot of money if she didn't have the home warranty.
And so, with that being said, the question I had for you, Shelley, is, and I guess you just kind of laid this out in the example, but does it cost the buyer any more or the homeowner any more money to replace the furnace if it then breaks?
Yeah, and that's a really good question. I do want to point out, anytime anyone makes a claim, you pay the
Hmm.
vendor $100. It's kind of like a deductible when you see the doctor. Without a diagnosis of what the situation is, I can't say if you would pay or not. Yet I can give several examples of claims where, you know, um, back in 2022, I had a air conditioner claim. I had been living as a current homeowner in the house for many years. I made a claim. I paid the $100 trade call fee, and all that needed to be replaced was the thermostat, and that's
Hmm.
all I had to pay. But also in this previous home, I can also share that that same year, the furnace went out. I had a cracked heat exchanger. It was very old, and the new furnace was not going to be comparable to 2022 from the original 1986 furnace that it was. And I had to pay an additional $1,000 to get new ductwork.
So that's the
So
only
all
thing
I
it
had to pay
costs you
was the
basically extra.
$1,100.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, I do want to let you know, I don't want you to think you pay $100 and it covers everything. No, sometimes, like I had mentioned, we're very transparent. And if there's going to be any out of pocket expenses, you're going to know that as a homeowner. But if I didn't have the home warranty, I'd be paying a lot more, thousands of dollars more if I didn't have it.
Right.
It
Right. So
just
you
protects you
basically
against
save.
unexpected.
Right, absolutely. And I think that that's the key thing I was mentioning, Shelley, was that, for somebody that has a furnace that goes out, instead of them having to go and spend thousands of dollars to put that new furnace in, maybe it might cost them this, the extra work that they have to do to install the furnace. Hmm.
Right,
And so
exactly.
what would
And,
be
you know,
different?
it's-
I'm sorry.
no, go ahead. You're good.
No, no, I was saying what would be different than if you got Home Service Plus from Centerpoint, because they are just going to say, hey, here's the cost to fix this furnace, and then they're going to add, whatever dollar amount to your bill or whatever like that, versus having a home
Exactly.
warranty.
And they don't. Exactly. At Home Service Plus, if something, they only fix, and if it fails, it needs to be replaced. They're not cheap. I've heard from other homeowners. They're going to charge you eight, nine, $10,000 to replace it.
Yeah,
Whereas if you had the home warranty, you know, depending on the situation, if we have to fix it and or replace it, it's a lot less money and we save you money.
right. And so I think we pretty much done tagged a lot of the things here. I think
Absolutely.
this is a great opportunity for, each segment, uh, first, or I guess buyers, sellers, current homeowners,
Yep.
they all should be able to look at potentially getting a home warranty that, obviously I'm not saying that home warranties are perfect, but at the end of the day, it's some type of protection is better than no type of protection. Shelley,
Exactly. That's so very well said.
do you have any concluding thoughts on home warranties for the folks that's listening?
Sure. Well, again, I can speak not only professionally of why you want to get a home warranty, but I can speak personally. And I think that says a lot that I understand it. Um, I don't want anyone to have especially, the age of the appliance or system of the home is, we will cover whatever the age is. All we ask, and the most important thing I can educate you, everything does need to be in proper working order and break down. We won't
Hmm.
fix it if it's already broken.
Right. So, for the folks that's listening, make sure that you got everything in working order. And this will probably be a good opportunity to say, hey, you know what? If y'all guys have a need like this and y'all want to have a peace of mind, you definitely can reach out to Shelley, and I can provide that information for y'all guys to schedule a time
Thank you.
to have a conversation with her, and she can help you on the home warranty path. If y'all guys are paying 50, 60, $70 for center point energy, you definitely want to look at providing a full home warranty or full warranty coverage for all of the extra items that Centerpoint Energy don't cover. And Shelley, some final thoughts there?
Yes. Well, if anyone is reaches out, in the next 30 days and wants to get, current homeowner wants to get a home warranty, I'd be happy to take an additional $50 off any of our plans. So, don't hesitate. And again, if you're a first time home buyer, $100 off any of our home warranty plans.
Absolutely. And I'm going to link all of this stuff down as well, guys. So you'll be able to see it. It might not be right away, but it will be soon where I put the current plans in there. And then I'm gonna also tag Shelley so y'all guys will have her information as well. And with that being said, guys, I think hopefully we educated you a little bit more today and provide some light far as home warranty is concerned and why you probably should invest in one. And I know that sometimes, people out there that really don't know how to fix anything in the house definitely need to have a home warranty. And for those out there that,
Right
are currently
on.
living and for those are currently living in a home and they still want to have some type of peace of mind, I mean, it's definitely not a bad idea to look at it, especially if they're already paying for the Service Plus.
Exactly. And I just want to take this opportunity to say thank you to you, Cedric. I appreciate all you do for you and your clients. You're an amazing realtor, a great person to work with for your clients. I know how passionate and how you care. And I just want to say thank you for having me here with you today. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you. I definitely appreciate that. And I just obviously want to provide some enlightenment on certain things, and we can be able to share this video and provide more education for home buyers that's coming into the market, and then sellers that's thinking about leaving out the market or buying something else.
Right.
And so current homeowners too. So this video will be shared a lot of times. And for the people that's listening, thank you for taking the time to listen this far, and we will see you guys on the next video. Thanks, Shelley.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.